Let me save my screen. So yesterday we had discussed about uh, if else if else if, right? So, and switch also. We had discussed nested if. Nested if, are you clear with the nested if?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I had told about the switch as well, right? Switch.
Yes.
So this is the switch program. Okay, so today we are going to discuss loop statements. First, we discuss with for loop. This is important for Java or any programming language. For loop is the important one. So what is for loop? What is the purpose of for loop?
In for loop, we have declare and value, and if the value is equal or increased, we are comparing with that value, and we have to increase or decrease that.
Okay. Yeah. So these are all loop statements, right? Do while loop, for loop, for each. These are the loop statements. Okay. So for loop is similar to C and C++. So if you have, I think you might be learned C or C++ in C in your BTech, if you have done BTech. So it is similar to C, C++. Okay. There will be, so it enable us to initialize the loop variable. Okay. Here we are initializing the variable. So for loop, I'll write the syntax first. What is the syntax? For, okay, initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. So it will be like this. Here block of code will be written. So this is the syntax. Okay. Here this is the initialization where we are gonna initialize initialize the identifier based on the data type. Okay. If it is an integer, int I is equal to 0. So that is the initialization declaration with the declaration. If you are not declaring the variable identifier, then we can declare initially like this: int I is equal to int I. We can declare like this. Okay. Instead of declaring here. So now what I'll do, I is equal to 0 directly. I'm going to use data type here outside the initialization. So instead of using like this, int I is equal to 0, I can use like this if I declare the variable outside the for loop condition. Okay. So here initialization and the condition. We are going to check the condition whether whatever might be the condition. If I less than or equal to 10, that is the condition. I greater than or equal to 10, that is the condition. So I is greater than a plus b. I is greater than length or length dot size or length like that. So here we are going to write the condition, and here increment or decrement. If you want to increment, we'll use I plus plus. If you want to decrement, we are going to use I minus minus. So increment, we are going to use I plus plus. Decrement, we're going to use I minus minus. Okay. So are you clear until here?
Yes, sir.
So if you want the flow chart, I can show you the flow chart as well. 1 second, paint. Okay, here initialization. Block of code. I had told you block of code, right? So that is statements. Okay, so okay, Aruna gonna join in few minutes. Okay. So let us assume that these are the arrows we have. Sarvel Darshan, are these guys joined?
Yeah, Raja, I'm here.
Okay. So here, uh, terminate. So if the condition is false, if false, then it will terminate. If true, it will go and execute the statements and come back. It will increment, okay, and check the condition. Then if the condition is true, it will go and execute the statements. Like this, it will be looping until the condition fails. It will loop until the condition fails. If the condition fails, it will come out of that loop. So first initialization, this is also like this. Okay, this will be start. So this will be the loop. Here it starts initialization int I is equal to 0. Let us assume that int I is equal to 0. I is equal to 0. Okay. Here condition is I greater than or equal to I less than or equal to 10. The condition is I less than or equal to 10. So first I is equal to 0, it will come here, it will check the condition 0 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false? Yes, true. So if true, it will go and execute the statement. So I'm gonna write the statement here, system.out.println SOP. Okay, I'll do like this. I'll print Raja. Okay, so then it will come back and it will increase I plus plus. So it will increase the condition. It will increase the I value. Initially it was 0, right? Now it will become 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, true. Then it will go and execute again. It will print Raja. It will loop until 10. 10 less than or equal to 10. Is it true? 10th time it is looping. Now the condition is 10 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false?
True, sir.
True, because equal to symbol is there, right? So it is true. So what happens? It will go and execute again the statement. Then it will come back and the I value will be 11. 11 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false?
False.
False. So it will exit. It will terminate the program. So this way it will be looping continuously until the condition fails. Once the condition fails, it will come out of that loop. If the condition is true, it will execute the statements and go back and increments the I. Then if checks the condition, if the condition is true, it will execute the statements. So this is the flow. Continuously it will loop until the condition fails. So I think Aruna is having some issue with the network.
Sir, I'm having some issue with the network. So
Okay. Are you clear, Aruna? Did you hear about the one which I have told you now here?
no, sir. Actually, there was some
Okay.
miscorrection with my network.
This is the flow control that we have for loop. So initially it will be initialization. So int I is equal to 0. I have initialized int I is equal to 0. Then it will come. It is condition here. Condition I have kept as I less than or equal to 10. Okay. I is equal to 0. So 0 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false? True. True, right?
True, yeah.
So it will come. If it is true, it will come and execute the statements. Here I am trying to print Raja. Okay. If the condition is true, I'm trying to print Raja. So it will go back and it will increase the value I value from 0 to 1. 1 less than or equal to 10, true, it will print. So this loop will be executed until this condition fails. If the condition fails, it will come out of this condition and come out of this for loop and terminates the program.
Okay.
So now int I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10. How many times this Raja will be printed?
0. 10 times?
10 or 11?
11 times.
It will print 11 times, right? So like
10,
this.
yeah, I forgot to count the 10 last one.
Yeah. So because it is less than or equal to. If it is less than, then we no need to 10th value will be. So if it is less than, then the 10th value will not be considered. 10
Yeah, less than or equal to. Yeah.
Wrong. Yeah. Less than or equal to. So that's why it will print 11 times. So whenever we want to loop n number of times, then we go for loop. Okay. But we need to know how many times we need to loop the loop. So condition should be known. Then only we can go for loop. Okay. Consider this. Let us consider the example. Take an example here. So I'm going to write a program public class So I'm going to calculate. Okay, I'm writing the program for calculation. Okay, then write public main method, public static void main string args. So now initially I'll declare a variable integer int sum is equal to 0. Initially the sum value is 0. So I'm gonna do calculation. I'm gonna add all the values by looping it. Okay. So the sum value, initially the sum value is 0. Okay. So now I'm gonna write for, do I need to use data type again here? Do I need to use data type?
No need, sir.
No, we need to use int I is equal to 0 because we are taking the identifier I here. So
Sir,
I-
int sum equals to 0, right? All right.
Yeah. Let us don't confuse. Let us
Okay.
take this. Okay.
Okay.
For int I is equal to 0, I'll tell you why we are using sum. Okay.
Okay.
I less than or equal to. So now I'm taking 10. Okay. Then I plus plus. So this is the initialization. Okay. This is condition and this is increment. I have used three of them here. So now I need to add the values. So whatever the value, first I is equal to 0, then I need to store it in sum. Okay, I need to store the value, addition of two values in one value, one variable, right? Are you getting?
Yeah, sir.
So we need to store it in some variable. Whatever the addition that we are doing, we need to store it in a variable. So that variable I am taking it as sum. So if I want to add the values, so this one we need to declare, right? We need to declare this sum. What is sum? Is it integer? Is it a string? Or is it a what type of data
Integer.
type it is?
Integer.
Integer.
So that's why I'm declaring here int sum is equal to 0. Initially the value of sum is 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So we need to declare initially the sum value as 0 because the sum, whatever the value that is present in sum is 0 initially. Okay, that's why I'm declaring it as 0. Okay, sum is equal to sum plus I. I'll write this statement. What it will do?
If I equal to 0, sum value equal to 0. If I equal to 1, sum equal to 1. It will add the sum with what the loop, incrementing loop it will add.
Yeah. So for int I is equal to 0. So it will come here. Sum is equal to, sum value is initially 0. 0 plus 0.
0.
0. So what will be the value of sum now? Sum is equal to 0, right? And it will go back and I will be incremented to 1, right? Initially 0, now I will be incremented 1 time, so it will become 1. 1 less than or equal to 10, it's true, it will come here. The
0
initial
plus
sum value, what is the sum value here?
0.
1.
0.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Here 0, right? Sum value.
Yeah. First one is 0 here.
Yeah, sum value is 0. 0 plus I value
1.
1. Now what will be the value of sum?
1.
1. So I sum value will be 1. Okay, now it will go back. And what will be the I value now?
2.
2. 2 less than or equal to 10.
10.
Because I is incremented, right? So once I increments, I value becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. It's true. It will come here. What is the sum of sum value present in sum?
1.
1.
1 plus I value
2.
2. What will be the sum value now?
3.
3.
3. some value will be 3. No, now it will go back. What will be the I value?
3,
Three.
4. Now it will get incremented and it
Three.
will be 4.
It will be 3. I value is 2, right? Previously.
Yeah,
Yes.
2.
So I value will become 3. 3 less than equal to 10. 3
10.
plus
Then
3, right? Some value
4.
is 3 and I value is 3. Now the sum value will be 6. Okay. It will loop until it completes, until this condition fails. Okay. So it will add all the values from 0 to 10. Okay. And give the result sum. So what I'll do, I'm gonna print outside the loop. Okay. If you want to print every value, what is the sum value, then we can print it here. System dot out dot print ln. Okay, I'll give the message sum of numbers is plus sum. Don't worry about plus sum and all. I'll explain you later. Okay. So to concatenate with the message, we need to use the plus symbol. Okay. To concatenate. What is mean by concatenate? Any idea? So if you want to add to this message, if you want to add this message like this, sum of numbers is, and I want to view the result. I want to get the result like this here. Okay. So to add to this message, next digit, we need to use the plus symbol. Plus symbol will be acting here for both addition and concatenation. We can use the plus symbol for addition and also for concatenation. Okay. Whenever you want to print the sum value with the message, then we need to concatenate with the plus symbol after brackets. This is the message that we want to print before the result. And the result is sum. Are you getting?
yes, sir.
Nikunj? Servil? Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens here in this for loop? What happens? Every sum value will be printed. First it will print 0, then it will print 1, then it will print 3, then it will print 6, then it will print 6 plus 4, 10. Like this it will print every value. And I want to print the final result. So if I want to print the final result, I need to give after for loop. For loop will end here, right? Once the condition fails, for loop will come out and it will print this statement. System dot out dot println. So I'll give the message final sum. I'll give like this. So I'll get the final result after the loop exits. Have you understand why I have written this one?
Yeah, to get the final result.
Yeah. So I want to get some value after exiting this for loop, after terminating the loop. Okay. So now try to save this program. So here where it is ending, this has to end after this. Okay. Try to save this program. So Java source file and the class name is calculation. Okay. This is the program. So I want to run it. Java C There are no errors. I want to run the program. So it is printing. See, the sum of numbers is 0, 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 55. The final sum is 55.
Shouldn't it stop at the sum of number is 10?
Yeah, we can stop. That we will discuss. We need to write the condition there. What condition we can use to avoid printing the even numbers, odd numbers, like that we can write the condition. What condition, what we can use there to write a condition?
For what, sir?
I don't want to print the 10 number.
If sum equal to 10.
Yeah, we need to write a if condition there to without printing this sum value. We can write the if condition in the for loop. Okay, that we'll discuss later. Okay, so I don't want to get confused. Once we know the concept of for, then we can write as many as programs using for. Inside for we can use if, we can use while, we can use do while. Okay, we can use for each. Okay, so we'll write different programs. So are you clear this program how it is printing? So if I don't want to print this one, then what will be the result of this program? If I execute, what will be the result?
The final result 55.
Yeah, final result. Only the final result will be printed. So now only final sum is 55. So I'm not printing in the for loop. This one I'm printing in the for loop itself. So for loop only. I'm printing in the for loop. That's why it is printing every time. For every loop it is printing. Okay. So this is for loop. Okay. Are you clear until this one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss for each now. What is for each? What is the difference between for and for each? Okay. So for each is used uh, for arrays or collection. Okay. If you want to use, if you want to add the array, if you want to add an array of 10 numbers, suppose had declared an array int. Okay, a array is equal to I declare like this: 1, 5, 4, 6, 5, 3. Okay, if I want to add add all these values and store it in sum, okay, then it's better to go for each instead of for. We can even do with the for, but for each is simple to use for arrays or collection. Okay, if you want to add or if you want to use arrays concept in for loop, it will be complicated, but if you use for each loop, it will be easier. Okay, so this is enhanced for loop. Enhanced for loop. So for each is an enhanced for loop to use for arrays or collections. Okay, so just remember that for each will be used when arrays comes into the picture. Okay, when arrays are, when we get into the arrays, if we are using arrays and we want to use for each loop, we want to use loop, then go for each. Okay, syntax. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, syntax for here data type variable. Okay, we need to use colon, not we need to use colon, not semicolon. Okay, then array name or collection name. That's it. No need to have anything, increment or condition, nothing. We don't have any condition or increment like for loop. Okay, statements. Okay, here we have used initialization, condition, or increment or decrement, right? So here we are not using any condition or increment or decrement. Just we are using the data type. What is the data type that we are using? Whether it is a string or whether it is a integer or whether it is anything. Then give the variable name or identifier name. Then whatever the array. Suppose if here I said int array a is equal to 14634 something, I have given the value. So what is the array name here in this? What is the array name here? A is the array name. So data underscore type variable name we can give any. I suppose I give variable name a I, and array name is a. Then I'll give the statements. So what happens? It will loop until the end, until this 10 number comes in. Okay, when we discuss the example, maybe we'll get more understanding. Okay. So now let us take the same example. Last time we have used it for integers, right? Some for loop. Now we write the program for so let's this. So I'm gonna write so this one program, let's copy. Okay. You guys want this program? Check, I don't know what's it. So now I'm gonna write a same program for each. So here I'm gonna take strings now instead of integers, because already we had taken integers in for loop. So now I'm gonna take integers for strings. Okay, public class instead of calculate, we'll take okay print string. Okay, I'll take the name of the class as print strings. Okay, so public static void main method, public static void main string works. Okay. Then I'm gonna declare a string of arrays. How you are going to declare the string arrays?
String A of
String. So I want to give programs. Okay, programs. So I'll give the values directly. So if it is a string value, we need to give in double quotes, right? So Java, C, C++, Python, Sharp. These are the values that I have given in the string. So now if I want to use for each, can you tell me what should I do for each? Or what should I do? What should I give now?
for string variable
Yes.
names.
Data type is string here. So string variable name.
name.
Variable name I'll give name. Okay.
Name. Okay.
Name. Okay. So here programs are given, right?
Programs.
Yeah. What is the array name here?
Programs.
Programs. Okay, like this. String variable name programs. I can write program. Okay, program. Individual program. We are going to print each and every program individually. We are going to print one by one. Okay. Programs. Okay. This is the way we are going to declare for. So I'm going to print here system dot out dot println. So what should I print here? What variable I need to pass it here?
Program.
String.
Programs.
Programs.
Program. So we are storing the value here in the program, right? We'll be storing the value here in the program. Okay.
Yeah, program.
Yeah. Okay. So it will be printing all the values present in the array. So what will be the output? What will be the output?
It will print all the Java, C, C++, Python, C Sharp.
Okay. So here I'll pass the message. Of printing an array values. Okay. So the output will be okay. I don't want to pass it on everything. Let's so before for loop I'll add this message. Okay. And I don't want to use this message here. So what will be the output now?
Printing an array value, and down we will get every
An array value. Values, and we will be getting Java, C, I guess it will print all the values one by one. Why it is printing after every line? Why not it is printing like this? Python, C, C++. Why it is not printing in the same line?
Because of for loop, it will check each time.
It store program equal to Java first line, then again it will program C like that.
No, because print ln, we are using ln, right? This is
LN,
new
yeah.
line. The cursor will go to the new line. Immediately once it prints Java, the cursor will go directly to here, next line. If you don't use ln here, okay, then it will print in the same line.
Okay.
Okay? If you use ln here, then it will print in the new line. So the cursor immediately it will go into the next line. Okay, so that's why it is printing in the next line every time. So now try to save this program. Why it is not going directly into this? So Java source file, then print strings. Okay, that is the class name. Okay, so I'll try to run this program. First I'll compile it. Strings. Okay, there are no errors. Execute this program. So print an array values Java, C, C++, Python, C#. So okay, are you clear until here? So suppose if I remove this ln here, if I remove system.out.print, then I will try to compile. I'll try to compile it. There is no error, and I'll print. See, Java, C, C++, Python, C#, all are coming in the same line. Okay, ln means new line. Okay, new line. It is printing in the new line. Are you clear until here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, but it's better to practice, better to write the programs while I'm writing it. So from tomorrow, try to write the programs while I'm writing. Can you able to do that one?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Okay, because I don't think you people will practice it once the class finishes, because it will be easier while you are writing. So maybe otherwise, once I write the program, I'll give 2 minutes time to write the program, because it won't take much time, right? To write this program, how much time it will take?
Yeah, we can write while you are writing also, no problem.
Yeah. Try to write one while I'm writing. So that will help you if there are any errors, because when you are writing now, you'll do some mistakes, and you'll come to know why the mistake has come up. Okay, here just we need to remember the syntax of for each loop, then it will be easier for you to use the for loop. So what is the syntax of for each? Data type and variable name. Any variable name, you can take any name, okay, but it is better to take the name which will be easier for anyone if he sees the program. Okay, so here we have taken programs, that's why I have taken the variable name as program. Programs means it's multiple, right? Program means single, so that way I have taken. If it is, suppose I have passed the names like Raja, Aruna, Nikunj, Priyadarshini, and Darshan, okay, and Servil. So all these names I have passed in an array. Then I'm trying to print all the value, all the names. Then I'm gonna take variable name as name, and because array value name is names. Okay, so like that. So try to use the name which is meaningful. So if I use, suppose names are declared as names here, okay, and I'm trying to use I here, variable name as I, then that doesn't make sense, right? So try to use name. Okay. Are you clear until here?
Yeah.
Shall we move to next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, now we'll go for while loop. Okay, we'll go for while loop. When we are going to use while loop, why we need to go for while loop instead of for loop? Both are iteration only. It will be iterating until the condition fails. While or for, both are using for iteration only. So for is will use for loop when we know number of iterations it has to iterate. Okay, when we know number of iterations, then we go for loop. When we don't know number of iterations, then we go for while loop. Okay, if you know how many times we need to loop the program, then we go for loop. If you don't know how many times I need to loop, then we go for while.
It is moreover like a if statement, while.
If statement
Like
it's similar,
nested.
similar,
Yes.
similar kind of thing.
Okay.
But if there are checking condition, here also we are
Condition.
checking the condition. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here the same way, unlike for loop, there will be no initialization and increment or decrement. Okay. In the while loop, we don't have initialization and increment or decrement in the while loop. Only will be having the condition. So take the syntax here. Here only the condition for while loop. Okay. If the condition is true, then it will iterate. It will go and print the statements. While condition statements. If the condition is true, then it will come and print the statements. Okay. Then until it will loop until the condition fails. Okay. But if it doesn't loop, right? If it doesn't loop, if the condition fails, it will go to the else part. If there is else part, it will go to the else part. If there is else if, then it will go and check whether else if condition is satisfying or not. But here while it will keep on iterate, it will keep on loop until this condition fails. So let's take looping statements. Same way, here if you see the for loop, what happens? It will loop until this condition fails, right? It will loop until this condition fails, and it will come out once the condition failed. The same way here, until this condition fails, it will be looping and printing the statements. So if I write here, so let us take an example. Okay, let us take an example. So did I ping this program to you guys? I think I have pinged, right? Right. In the WhatsApp. Yeah, I have pinged it.
Yes.
So let's copy this in the notes. If you want, I can pass these notes as well. Okay. So now I'll close this one. Save. Okay. Public class. Okay. Addition. I'm writing the method class name as addition. Okay. So here, while we need to write the main method. Always our code should be in the main method. Public static void main string args. Okay, so here I'm gonna write while I less than or equal to 10. Okay, so I'm gonna print system dot out dot println I.
Here we have to declare I, sir, int I.
Yeah, we need to declare int I. So that's, I didn't tell that one initially. So here in the while loop itself will increment I is equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus, anything you can use. Okay, so what happens? So we didn't declare int I is equal to initial value. We need to declare int I is equal to 0. Initially we need to declare the value, then only we need to write the condition I less than or equal to 10. So I increment will happen after printing the first statement. The same thing, but in the for loop we are giving condition, initialization, condition, and increment in the same line, right? In the same line here itself. But in the while, the condition incrementation will happen after the printing the statement, inside the statement, in the body it will be there in the increment. So I is equal to I plus plus. So what will be the output of this one?
It will print 0, 1, 2, 3 to 10.
Until 10. Yeah. So suppose if I want to print only odd numbers or even numbers. If I want to print only even numbers. Okay, first let us print this one. Let us save this program. What is the program name? Addition, right? Okay, I'll try to. It is continuous loop. Why? Infinite loop. It is having infinite loop. Why it is going for infinite loop? So I is equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false?
True.
True. It will come and print 0. What happens? I is equal to I plus plus.
I equal to value equal to 1, and again it will check it is also true, then it will go.
Till the value becomes 10, it will keep on printing.
But here why we are getting the infinite loop? Only it is printing 0. See?
Yeah.
It is an infinite loop. Okay. So let's give I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. Let's give I is equal to I plus 1. See what happens. Compile. Then it is printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you give I plus plus, it is infinite loop. If you give I plus 1, it is printing numbers, 10 numbers.
10
Into 10.
numbers.
Okay. If you give 2, what will be the output?
Odd numbers or even numbers? Sorry.
No.
Odd. I equals to 0.
See, what happens? Just try to analyze
Okay. Yeah, it will display only 5 numbers.
what all the numbers.
First, it will display 3.
0. Then 2, 4, 6, 8.
0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That will be the output. So for initially I is equal to 0. Okay. So what 0 less than or equal to 10? What it will print here?
0.
0 first. Then it will increment. I is equal to 0 plus 2. What will be the I value?
0 plus 2 equal to 2.
2. 2 less than or equal to 10.
10.
So it will come and print the I value
4.
2. Right?
2. Yeah.
Now what will be the I value here? 2 plus 2.
2 plus 2.
4. Now it will become 4.
4. 4 less than or equal to 10. Correct.
10.
Then it will come and print 4.
4.
So then I value is what is the value I stored here?
4.
4
4
plus 2, 6.
So I value will be 6. 6 less than 10. So it will print 6 and it will come 6 plus 2, 8. It will print 8 less than 10, less than or equal to 10, correct. It will print 8. It will come 8 plus 2, 10. It will go and check the condition 10 less than or equal to 10, correct. Then it will print 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 12 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false?
False.
False.
It will come out. Okay.
So this is like it is for even numbers, sir, or
Yeah, it is for even numbers. If
for
you want
odd numbers we should give I plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So odd numbers I plus 3. If you give I plus 3, what happens? Let's analyze
Yeah.
the program. Just similar way what we did for
Yeah.
even numbers. So if
0,
you give
3.
here, what happens?
0, it will print 0, 3,
Hmm.
9.
No, 3 plus 3, 6. 6 it will print, sir.
Yeah, 6. Is it printing odd numbers? If you
No,
give
sir.
3?
No.
If number is not divisible by 2, then it is odd.
Yeah. So that condition is different. If you want to print the odd numbers, that is different. What precision is saying, we need to module the number. Module. Okay. We need to divide the number with 2, and if the remainder is 0, then it is even number. We can write the program for even numbers. If the remainder is 0, if the remainder is not 0, then it is odd. We can write the program in such a way. That we will write. Okay. Now we can print all the even numbers like this. So if I execute this program, compile and execute, so 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what you need to do once you get a program like this, you need to analyze what exactly happening. So I is 0, 0 less than 10, so it will come and print 0. Then 0 plus 2, 2. So you need to analyze like this. Okay, you should not say the answer blindly just like that. Okay, try to loop it, what happened exactly, what is happening. Once you loop 1 or 2 times, then you'll come to know what is exactly happening, right? Silent. You understood what you need to do once you get a program?
Yes, sir.
You need to analyze and tell
Analyze
the,
it. Yeah. And
so then only you'll be knowing what exactly happening in the program. So then here we are writing for while. Then we go for do while. What is the time? Okay. Let's take another 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is the difference between do while and while? Both are while. Both are while loop only. What is the difference? So here it will check the condition at the end of the statement. So okay, do while will check the condition at the end of the statement, but while will check the condition at the beginning of the statement. Okay, do while will check the condition at the end of the statements, while will check the condition at the beginning of the statements. Okay, in while it will check the condition and it will execute the statements, but do while, what happens, it will execute the statement first, then it will check the condition. So whether the condition is true or false, the first statement will be printed. In the do while, before checking the condition, it will execute the statements. So in the before it checks the condition, it is execute the statements. So if we have a statement system.out.println Raja, then it will print that one first, then it will come and check the condition, then it will loop. Yeah, have you got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
So at least once it will execute at least once, though
Once.
the condition fails. Do while. Okay. So now try to get the syntax. So syntax is do. Okay. While condition.
Condition.
So here it will be statements. So what happens? It will come here, come inside and try to execute the statements. Then it will come and check the condition.
Condition.
Okay. If the condition is true, it will go back and execute the statements. If this condition is true, it will go back and execute the statements. If the condition false, it will come out.
Come out.
So it will print at least once before it is checking the condition. Do while. Okay. Do while will execute at least once before it checks the condition, but while it will check the condition, if the condition is true, then only it will execute the statement. Okay, so the main difference is it will execute the statements at least once for checking the condition. This is the difference between while and do while. Okay, we'll write a small program. The same program we'll write the same program, whatever the program that we have written here, addition. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll add do while here. Okay, do. Okay, while, what is the condition I have used?
I less than or equal to 10.
I less than or equal to 10. Okay. So statements, what I'll do, I'll print here. System dot out dot println. I'll use J instead of I'll use J here. Okay. I don't want to use same. So what we need to do?
We have to initialize for J int J equal to
0. Okay. Then what will be the increment here?
J
So,
equal to
J
J plus 2 or J plus 1. Yeah.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, J plus 2 or J plus 1. So what happens now?
First, it will print the first value, like
J equal to
equal
0.
to 2. J equal to
0.
0.
Yeah. Then it will check.
What same print? It will print the same thing, right?
Yes.
Whatever the while loop is printing, it will print the same thing. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, so let us assume that let's execute this program first. Okay, then we'll try to show you at least once. Okay, so I'm trying to compile it. Why it is throwing an error? Do illegal start of the type do. Why it is throwing here?
So
So
Yeah, that
we are ending the
bracket. Here down.
main method before our do, right?
Yeah.
Main method is ending here itself. So that's the reason is failing. So now I'll try to compile it. Still it is throwing system error. System spelling wrong. Yeah, yes, capital.
System, yes, capital.
So save it. Print. Okay. Now there is no error. I'll try to compile. So it is printing. This is the first result for while, and this is the result for do while. So at least once. How we are going to check at least once? So let us assume that the j value is 2. Okay.
we can assume j is greater than or equal to 10.
So j is less than 2. Okay.
Okay.
What happens now?
Only it will print one
J
time.
equal
J
to 2.
equals to 2. That's it.
So if I give the same thing here, what happens? In the
Where,
while
sir?
loop,
It
if
will
I-
not execute.
it will not execute, right? So what I'll do the same thing. 2. I'll initialize the I value to 2.
Then you
Okay.
should give less than. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what happens now? How many outputs I will get?
Only one output. For do
What
while
will-
alone we'll get. Yeah.
What will be the output?
2.
J equal to
J equals to 2.
Yeah. So we need to get only one output. J is equal to 2. So I compiled. Yeah. See, we are getting only one output because though the condition is failing, it will print at least once. So that's why it is printing. Here immediately it is coming out because it is checking the condition at the
Condition.
beginning of the
In
program.
sorry, start of the program. Yeah.
Part of the program. Here it is checking the condition after the executing statements at least once, or at the end of the program. So are you clear the difference between Java for loop, Java do while and while? Difference
Yes, sir.
between while and do while. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it for today's class. Okay. Try to practice it as much as you can. We'll take tomorrow's class. So let's you people decide on what time do I need to take the class. So
What time you will be convenient, sir? Actually,
I'm
like.
fine. I'm not going